Hello everybody, this is Cheryl from Cheryl's Organic Food Force. Welcome to the greenhouse of knowledge. I hope I don't come across as being giving myself too much credit or puffing myself up, because that's not my intent. I was just trying to think of a nice way of saying that I'm going to try to drop some wisdom on you this morning. Last year in the greenhouse, I had a powdery mildew fungus. When it combined with the humidity, it turned into the same type of fungus that I had on or near the tomatoes. And I guess I was concentrating so much of trying to keep that fungus off of these citrus trees. And let me just pan over here and show you this calamandan that I had cut down because it was over 7 feet tall. It's going in the ground. I was concentrating, and you can see the residue. I was concentrating on spraying these trees to prevent the fungus from attacking it like it did last winter. That I know I have to take responsibility of planting my tomato plants too close together, and they just grew up so thick that it didn't allow a lot of air to circulate. But anyway, it's currently 73 degrees, and let me show you one of the thermometers down here. It's close to about 78 degrees in the greenhouse. And that is because the front entrance is open and we have 3 fans currently going on. I don't see any evidence of any powdery mildew or white mildew from where I sprayed the antifungal on it yesterday. But now I want to concentrate on this side of the greenhouse, and I'm going to share with you that I'm growing and have been growing all fall and winter in the greenhouse this candy, what do you call it? Sugar cane. Candy cane, sugar cane. And here's my ginger in the blue pot. I have some Mexican petunia seedlings that just grew in the wood chips and I scooped them up. Here's my calamandan tree. It's grown about 5.5 feet now. And then we have 2 Meyer lemons and 2 Mexican key limes. And those Meyer lemons are improved Meyer lemons. And you can see that the bees have been pollinating them and they are loaded with fruit. And right down the border of this bed, I'm trying to steady my camera a little bit better on my cell phone. We have a lot of marigolds down this walkway, the edge of the garden bed, and we have society garlic. So I'm getting ready to severely prune back the marigolds. I might just even pull them all out, because we're going to be starting some new ones soon. I might pull them out so I can get it dry in here, because we're getting ready to go into our February. March is our really bad rainy season. So the more air I can have circulating in here to keep the fungus off my citrus trees will be the better. Yeah, I think I just made up my mind. I will pull the ones up that look like they're about spent. I'll keep this one and that one and a couple more, but the majority of them, I think I'm just going to pull them up. And I'm also going to plant some turmeric. I grow ginger and turmeric every other year because it's just me now, and my children don't particularly care for it. So I grow enough so that I can freeze some, dehydrate some, boil, peel the turmeric and turn it into dehydrate it and turn it into a powder. So I'm gonna come back after I pull up some of these marigolds and put them in the compost. And no, I won't compost this. You know, as a YouTuber, I'll insert her link to her channel in the description box. Had a good idea. She said, why don't you burn that green matter that you pulled up from the tomato branches? And of course, if I burn it, that'll be good ash that I can add to my compost. And if I burn it, I certainly won't be spreading the fungus because the fire would destroy it. So I think that's a very good idea. I've just never done it before. I had a fire pit, but I got rid of it. I just have to get find an aluminum garbage can and just try to burn it in there. I'll just wait till my sons come over and we can assemble some bricks in a little grate and burn it. Okay, but you can see that the greenhouse is still damp because it's been raining all night. And I did leave it open without anything in the front but a tree. And there's no buildup of condensation on the roof. So it is airing out, and you can see that I was very blessed that the tomatoes, all that are at the top of the greenhouse, the fungus didn't get it because heat goes up and the fans were circulating more at the top. And the reason why I said the heat goes up because we had those huge fluctuations from 70 something degrees down to the low 30s. Well, when you turn the heat on, that heat rises up, and it didn't, and it protected the tomatoes and everything up real high. You see, bacteria, mold, fungus, it will all reproduce very quickly in a dark, damp place. So everywhere where it was crowded, where it was a little cold, where the sun couldn't get through, or where the fan couldn't circulate, that's where the fungus grew. Again, another reminder, I had this last year, but it was horrible. This year it wasn't so bad. Because I think I completely, or if not completely, almost wiped it out. Now you see a little white stuff on the ground? That is not fungus. That is mycorrhizal. Because I add mycorrhizal fungi to my beds. I add wood ash as well as azomite rock dust and worm castings. And I get my biochar ash from Amazon.
Hi guys, my name is Brian.
And Brian is helping me in the greenhouse, guys. It is the afternoon of January the 15th, and you guys are not going to believe it. It's
79 degrees.
Yes, 79 degrees in January 15th. So Brian and I are going to prune these marigolds, and then I'm going to plant the turmeric. Okay, there goes my ginger. And here is another cooler that I'm going to plant my turmeric in. The ginger's been growing all winter long, and I had strawberries in this pot, but I transplanted them already outside, and so now I'm just going to use the same good mix as half compost, half potty mix, and I'm going to plant these rhizomes of turmeric. I got these off eBay. I'm really not happy with them. Let me see if I can get in closer. Not happy with them. They're kind of small, and you barely see any nodules, any bumps on them. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and plant them anyway. I bidded on them. I paid $9, and they were asking for much more. So they sent me the remnants. It was only 4, and she sent me 2 extra ones because they were so small. So I'm looking for anywhere where I see a nodule. It doesn't matter. It's going to break the surface of the soil when it gets ready. I don't see anything on that one, so it may not come up. And I'll plant one about right here, and one about right here, and then I'll plant one in, oh, there's one in the middle, and then one right here. And I'll pull up this little weed, and I'll cover everything up again. I'm trying to do it one-handed. And I'll label it. I'll label it and date it. Let's see, I planted this ginger on August the 26th, 2019, and I'll put a label on this one. And I will keep you all informed of the progress. There are a lot of benefits to ginger and turmeric. A lot of health benefits. And I made a video about it. I even have one in my catalog about how I scrub, peel, boil, dehydrate, and then I grind it up into a powder, the turmeric, and it's good for inflammation, for the circulatory system. A lot of really, really good stuff. I suffer with lymphedema, swelling of the arm from my surgery. But anyway, I'm going to try to leave links to both of those videos for the ginger and the turmeric that I grow once every 2 years. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, everybody. Bye now.
The end.